Hello, welcome to Windows Virtual Desktop. I showed you a moment ago what the user experience looked like using the Windows full binary client. I wanted to walk you through what it looks like from the web client perspective. So if I double click on a well-known URL and open it up, in this case I'm going to rdweb.wvd.azure.us, which is the Azure Gov equivalent of the commercial web gateway. What we'll see is in this web browser window, I've got access to those same applications that I have in the full client because they're published from the same site to a user with similar rights. If I double click on one of these apps like I had earlier, I'll double click on it. We'll see that I get prompted for the ability to redirect clipboard and or printer. Those can be disabled based on RDP properties. And I'm going to pop this open. It's going to connect. It's opening the remote port, establishing my connection. I get that additional authentication from the VM, the Active Directory authentication, and it opens up my session. It also opened up other sessions that I had published from this session host, and we'll see that everything works great. I'm running in a web browser, but it knew I had active RDP sessions or Windows Virtual Desktop sessions open to that host, and it popped them open. If I want to open up other resources, I merely go back to the All Resources piece. In this case, I'll open up a full desktop, which I didn't do for you earlier. And one of the reasons I didn't do that earlier was because it was going to pop on all my screens. In the web browser, I only get one browser's full of screen, so one screen. On the rich binary clients, like my Windows client, if I had 16 monitors, I could actually access all those monitors, and it would pop open and do that if that was enabled via the RDP properties, and it is in my environment. So here I've got my full desktop that's open that I could access through the web browser, which is awfully nice, and it works on any HTML5 compatible browser. There is a list on that URL I showed you a little bit earlier for the web client configuration of supported browsers, but I've tried this on underpowered devices, and I say underpowered from a browsing perspective because it is, on my Raspberry Pi 3B running Ubuntu for it. But I can also go back to my various applications and access them within the web browser. Again, I am controlled or limited by the context of the web browser. I don't get the same sort of rich integration I might from the full Windows 10 client. One of the things that we struggle with in a web browser is, of course, access to components in the browser for security reasons. Things like audio video redirection are not up to speed. Thanks for watching the WVD web client walkthrough.